Alrighty, let's see if we get some people up in here now. Yeah. Alrighty. Greetings, everybody, and welcome back to Damaged Incorporated. You know me as always, Ryan Arnold, aka Demon Master Reviews, and today, obviously, on a very special Wednesday. Well, it's just Wednesday. A Wednesday live stream today or tonight. I'm doing a new show called NAW, which is short for New Albums Wednesday, where I'm gonna go over 5 brand new albums that have been released recently, obviously. This show, I will say, can be every Wednesday, it can be every other Wednesday. It's just some Wednesdays it won't be on, So I figured okay then. Alright, Mike. Joking aside, let's get into the reviews. Talking about some of these 5 albums. There is at least 3 EPs and 2 full lengths. So we're going to start off with number 1, the EP from Bottom After Midnight, Paint the Sky with Blood. This was released on April 23rd, 2021, this year through Napalm Records. This would obviously be the last thing that Alexi Laiho would ever do before he passed away. And this was going to originally be a full length, but obviously during the whole thing he passed away, obviously. I think cancer and stuff like that. But they had enough to just do a little EP, a 3-song EP, and boy, for his last thing, he went out on a bang. This EP, whew, it's everything from the title track to Payback's a Bitch are fantastic. Even the cover, the Dissection cover, is really, really great. And to just say, with this being his last, he went out on a banger of an EP. Very energetic, much like their classic, the early years of Children of Bodom. Very energetic, very thrashy, and kind of neoclassical. Like I said, like the early years. I definitely say, get this EP. I'm definitely getting this when I go back up to Illinois. Definitely getting this when I go back up to Illinois. I was just getting an album I did actually get. That is 2021. Anyway, and as far as the rating is concerned, I'd give this a 9.5. It is a fantastic EP. I'd definitely say check it out. Next EP, the second of 3 EPs, is from Machine Head. Yes, I am reviewing this. Arrows in Words from the Sky. This was released on June 11th. I believe this past week or something, maybe last week. And it was released via Nuclear Blast. All I need to say, better than Catharsis. This is way, way better than that piece of crap, sorry-ass excuse of an album. It was just, Catharsis was just, God. If you want to know how I feel about it, watch the review. It's actually still up on the channel. So go and check out the video. It's still up, and I've never taken it down. I love the review. But this EP, this 3-song single, and there was going to be a full length out of this, but I figured I wanted to review this. And just these 3 songs alone are way better. This is at least 3 times better than Catharsis. But then again, you can only get better after a hunk of shit like Catharsis. I give it a 9. It is great, and absolutely love it. So, before we go on to the next EP, Mike says, Bottom is an interesting band. Yes, they are. They've had some classic hits. Like I said, the early stuff stuff is fantastic. Everybody says that everything after it is not good. Although I did end up getting their 2011 album, Relentless, Reckless Forever, and I might end up getting it again someday. But yeah, moving on to the next 3-song EP. The last one in all of this is from a band called Hideous Divinity, titled LV426. Yes, it's alien themed. And this was released on April 23rd, 2021, and was via Century Media. Yeah. So, all I will have to say about this, this band got me kind of fully back into the death metal scene, and that style, the technical, the brutal, and all that, and traditional death metal. I absolutely love it. And obviously they did a cover on here that I was really surprised that they would do. They covered Delirium Trigger from Coheed and Cambria, I believe, from the album's The Second Stage Turbine Blade, which took me by surprise. I'm like, what? They covered Coheed and Cambria? What? That was like, holy freaking shit. That came out of nowhere. But it definitely an EP. I hope if it's on physical, I might definitely get this EP. And I believe one of the songs is called Chest Burst, which is pretty cool. Which is, if you watch the Alien movie, the babies burst out of people's chests, hence the name Chest Burst. But yeah, pretty cool, great EP. Yeah, fantastic. I give it a 9.5. Definitely check it out. And definitely check out the cover. They did a pretty damn good job of that cover. It's excellent. Next album, and I'm kind of glad I actually own this. The first of the 2 full lengths I have on here, Transatlantic, The Absolute Universe. I happen to own the Breath of Life version, but I believe, to an anonymous source, he was able to send me files to the other version, Forevermore. I want to get that on CD, but this is obviously my first. I showed this in a live stream where I had showed off what I got when I was up in Illinois. I'm definitely getting more, including Bottom After Midnight, and hopefully Hideous Divinity. But yeah, this was the one that I saw. I was like, oh hell yeah, it's Transatlantic, get it. But this was released on both versions. Well, 3 of them. There is this one. This is the abridged version. There is the extended version, which is called Forevermore. And then there's the Ultimate Edition, which is about 96 minutes, almost 100 minutes. So it's a Blu-ray, so it's pretty cool. But all 3 versions were released on February 5th, 2021 via Inside Out. And at some point I am going to be doing something for this band. Maybe a ranking or a retrospective at some point. I don't know when, but I will definitely say, just to tease, this is all 3 versions combined make this album, The Absolute Universe, their best album to date. Yeah, there's the back and the CD. I showed it off in the live stream where I showed off everything that I got. But yeah, you've seen that. So if you want to see that live stream, go and check it out. Or I might have privated it. Or I don't know. But I showed off everything in another live stream if you were watching that. But yeah, this is easily their best album, bar none. It is an awesome album. I give this, I don't know what kind of a rating I would have given this. This is definitely around the 9.5, maybe close to a 10. 10. It's prog rock that features, I believe, Mike Portnoy, formerly of Dream Theater, and I believe Neil Morse is on here. Pete Trevava's on bass, and then I think Roy Stoll from the Flower Kings, I believe, is on guitars. But yeah, prog rock super group. Definitely check them out. And then the final album in all of this is from the 3rd album from Liquid Tension Experiment, just simply titled Liquid Tension Experiment 3 or LTE 3. This is their first out. This was released on April 16th of 2021 via Inside Out, much like Transatlantic. And obviously, this is their first album in over 22 years. Unless you want to count Spontaneous Combustion, which would not make it 4. And that was probably a 14, 15-year gap between those two. But in terms of the name Liquid Tension Experiment, this is their first album in nearly 22 years. And easily their best. I mean, yes, it's just instrumental. You know what you're getting. It's, you got Mike Portnoy on the drums. You got Jordan Rudess on keyboards. You got John Petrucci on the guitar. And you got Tony Levin doing bass and Chapman sticks sometimes. You know what you're getting with these guys. And easily, just from this, it is easily the best thing they have ever done. And at some point, if I do end up going back, I am definitely getting this. If I ever do see this album, I am getting it. Like, easily. As far as the rating is concerned, either a 9.5 or a 10 out of 10. It's rare I give instrumentals a 10 out of 10. But if there was a band that I'd give an exception to, Liquid Tension Experiment is that one band I would give a 10 out of 10 to. They would be the one and only exception to the rule. And yeah, so that's at least 5 albums for now. So I believe just after this, let's just talk to the two people who are in the stream. Mike, I hope, Mike, you're one of those two. Probably. Whoever you are, say something so I know you're here. So, I think at this point, the rest of the stream, I don't know how long this stream will be. 30 minutes to maybe an hour. I didn't expect myself to blow by through these so quickly, but I didn't want to waste too much anybody's time with this. Absolutely, Mike. Let me send you the link. Alrighty, let's get this link. Let's get Mike up in here. Alrighty, where are you? There you are. There you go, Mike. Hopefully, there's your link. Just sent it to you on Facebook, Mike. Zelda suit. Okay. Oh my God, Zelda suit. All right, so to the other person in the chat. Who are you? Please say something so I know that you're here. I know Mike is in here, but I want to know who the other person is in the chat. This ain't like Twitch where I know who's in the chat and stuff like that. Mike will be in here hopefully shortly. Oh. And there we got Mike up in here. What's up, dude?
Hold on a sec. Okay, I'm arrived.
What's up, dude?
What's up, everybody in chat?
Well, to the one person, one person, aside from you, there's only one person in the chat.
Why do I have a feeling that's Ben? Why is that
I
working?
don't know if it's Ben. I sent the link out to anybody else.
Oh yeah, guys, I made a new video today. I'm starting my own series called. Let me look it up.
Is it the record store video?
Yeah.
I saw a little bit of that. I think I saw. I forgot what you saw. I think it was.
Yeah. The series is going to be called Metal Mike's Vinyl Adventure. So vinyl CDs, antique stores. So yeah.
I don't know if I'm thinking of doing that, but that's a cool idea. But I don't know if I don't know if I could do that stuff.
I was talking to Ben. Me and him possibly getting together at Stan's and doing a collab there and just chilling.
Cool. That's cool. All right. Well, hold on. We'll be right back. I got to go and take care of some stuff.
Sure.
My mother wants me to do housework, so I'll be back.
Sure. I'll hold the fort for you. Okay, quick, guys. Get the tomatoes. I'm just joking. Alright, I'll be right back. That's awesome. So today's beverage of choice, guys, is I don't know if you guys can see, is Sheets Pop Blue Raspberry. Just like a raspberry. But yeah, how is everybody's day going? Wait for Ryan to get back. My day's been going good. So there might be a video tomorrow at Stan's for me. So yeah, look out, guys. Stan's is closed on Sundays and Mondays. So yeah, guys, check out your local record stores, check out your local antique stores, and support them because it's getting harder to find. Well, it's easy to find CDs, but it's getting harder to find like record stores and stuff because they're going out of business. But yeah, we saw Ryan's top 5 albums. Yeah, that was cool streaming. So who's ever in chat, feel free to chat. I'm holding down the fort for Ryan until he gets back. So, it's because I'm new to the Streamlab stuff also. So, yeah, subscribe, like, share Ryan's channel, guys. Hit that bell. You guys do what you do.
All right, I'm back.
Ooh, throw the tomatoes. No.
It didn't take long. Didn't take too long, at least.
No. But yeah, I was.
What's the WV? Or
typo.
Oh, typo.
When you type too fast sometimes and you just hit the wrong letter on your phone.
Yeah, I completely understand. Technology. Yeah, I could do that sometimes.
Here's a good question, guys. What's your favorite Scooby-Doo TV series? We're going out of the box.
The classic. The original
I don't know. I love the classic. But what's new Scooby-Doo from 1999 to 2004?
I like that too, but I'm more of the original.
Yeah. Well, if we're talking movies, if we're talking live action movies, nothing beats the first 2. The others are terrible.
Damn. The original TV series is the best one.
Yeah.
I'll say the live action ones have, they're cool and all, but I'm more of I like the original.
Yeah. So, does anybody play video games in chat? Nice. Xbox.
I got my Xbox. I got my PlayStation 2. Well, I got my Xbox One S.
I have my
Nintendo 64, Sega Genesis, PlayStation 2, and original Xbox.
Yes, I only have 3 consoles: 360, GameCube, and PS4.
PlayStation 4 I want to get soon, hopefully.
I've all thought
there's really only one game I'd get for it anyway.
Yeah. I watched E3. There is a Metroid Dread coming out.
I think I saw that. That was like, oh, that might pique my interest. That might pique my interest to get a Switch Lite at this point. I'm like,
and a second Breath of the Wild.
And then a Tekken character in Smash.
Yes.
There would be several things I get if I get enough birthday money. A Switch Lite, so that I can at least play my Switch games again.
Yeah.
And have enough storage space on there. I will definitely get Breath of the Wild 2. Because I do have Breath of the Wild 1.
What was I gonna say?
And that Metroid series, yeah, I definitely would get it.
I still say I don't know why they stopped making them after the GameCube versions. I have no clue. To me,
I do like the Metroid series. I think when it comes to if I can grab these games real quick. Oh boy. There we go. Okay, they're not in boxes, but I got for the N64.
Nice.
A masterpiece. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Another classic, Super Mario 64.
64, yes. I prefer Sunshine, but...
And then WCW NWO Revenge.
Yeah.
The one and only wrestling game. At some point, I need to get No Mercy.
Yes. No Mercy's a good game. Okay, rank your top 5 wrestlers of all time.
Undertaker, number 1. Number 2, CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
Number 3... Oh, shoot. I have to think on the rest of them. And then I think trying to think of individual wrestlers. I some of the obvious ones, I believe. Stone Cold number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Stone Cold is in the top 5, but he ain't number 3. Shoot. It might be. It's either Stone Cold or The Rock tied for 3rd, and then 5th. I can't think of any other singles, so I might either go with a faction. You might be surprised at the faction, though.
Go ahead.
The Core.
Okay, here's my top 5 wrestlers, and it can be a faction or anything. Number 1, Roman Reigns. Number 2, Undertaker. Number 3, John Cena. Number 4 is CM Punk. Number 5, Spirit Squad. Shoot me the fuck for that.
Oh, wow. Oh, God. That's... Seeing Roman Reigns above Taker triggered me. But then seeing Punk being below John Cena triggered me even more than Spirit Squad. Like,
you know what's funny? Dolph Ziggler was in Spirit Squad, which just makes it even more worse.
That's oh God, that's just.
And
Dolph Ziggler, that faction's probably one of the worst.
And you know what's funny? That faction only had good moments when they feuded with DX and, Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
Granted, they jobbed to them.
I still say the funniest.
At the same time, Triple H and Shawn Michaels jobbed to freaking Umaga, but that's only because he's a rookie, and they got to build him up to be an unstoppable monster until Super Cena beats him.
Yeah. Then of course you got the Beast, Brock Lesnar. I'm like, boring.
The early years of him from 2002 to up until he freaking left the company, the best years of him. I'll say when he came back, the early years he was still legitimate, but then after that he was just spamming suplex, F5s, and finish.
Hey, that's money sold. It was Suplex City, bitch. The money sold. And they really forced that down everybody's throats, you know.
Granted, when they did that the first time where he destroyed John Cena,
Yeah.
woo, that was awesome.
Yeah. Worst Undertaker WrestleMania match? Ooh, that's a tough one.
Worst Undertaker WrestleMania match. Oh, shoot. Let me try and think of ones that were actually terrible.
Oh, the one versus Bray Wyatt was bad.
No, it was subpar. I can top it. Some of his, I would say, not the first two, but I would say either his match with Giant Gonzalez or King Kong Bundy.
Okay, I'm going to pull a Uno reverse card on that. I'm going to say his match against Big Show and A-Train was bad.
I totally forgot about that one. That's down there. That is down there. But then when you have to realize that, King Kong Bundy was pretty much on his way out at that point. He was not. Yeah, it was a one and done, and he was gone.
The match versus Brock Lesnar. I want to say that, but I don't.
You can't because of how significant it is.
Yeah. The match
itself, yes, it's
WrestleMania 36.
But it's
Undertaker versus.
It's the only reason that match with Brock is up there is because of the outfit.
And the streak. Yes.
Yeah, that's the only reason it's up there. The match itself was just.
So I'm gonna say the worst out of them all was WrestleMania 36 Taker versus Cena. That match sucked.
It was a squash. I like that he came back. I was like, yes, squash Cena.
And then you see Undertaker squash Cena. Like, no, never mind.
But I guess the best Undertaker WrestleMania match.
Both Shawn Michael matches.
Great choices, but for me, his match against Edge for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 4. That to me is my personal favorite Undertaker WrestleMania match and my personal favorite WrestleMania match of all time.
Yeah. Favorite Triple H match. I'm hitting the belt there.
His match with Undertaker at WrestleMania 17.
Yeah, because he had
the first one.
Yeah.
Not the no holds barred match at 27, and not the end of an era Hell in a Cell match. The first time they met at 17.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God.
That's the one. That's the mania where Motorhead played live with open for Triple H.
Yeah. That match in and of itself is.
Mm-hmm. Favorite Vince moment.
Huh?
Favorite Vince moment.
Him firing Eric Bischoff on Monday Night Raw in
I don't
2005.
know. When DX was writing the stuff over Vince's head and messing with his mic.
Oh yeah, the cock. The cock moment.
He says, "I love cocks." I'm like, oh God.
Oh, the voice. Oh, God. That was just so hilarious.
Or when Triple H and Shawn Michaels came out and dressed up like Shane and Vince. That was pretty great.
I love that.
Yeah. Or the third time, the final time DX got together, Triple H found Shawn working in a kitchen. That scene was awkward.
Oh, yeah, when they got back together one last time before Shawn's retirement match against Taker.
The weird thing, what sold me on that scene, he sweet chin music a girl of all people, and I'm like,
I don't think he actually sweet chin music. I think when they panned away from her, I think they had someone standing, and then she probably just screamed.
Yeah. Yikes.
That's probably what happened because
Yeah.
they're like, yeah, you can't do that to a kid. I think someone just as soon as they panned over to them, Sean just hit a switching music on a dummy and she just screamed. That's what I'm thinking it was.
Yeah.
I mean, for Christ's sakes, you were in the PG era.
I'm tired of the
Yeah,
PG
that would just be like, yeah, don't. That's like no.
What? I don't even know what era we're in now. I couldn't.
Yeah, I really don't know. I don't think it feels like it's the PG era anymore. I don't know what it is.
Well, you know what? WWE's like taking ideas from WCW, and I just shake my head like, oh boy.
Yeah, I'm just like Eva Marie's return this past Monday, but also the debut of Piper Niven from NXT UK.
Oh, I love Solo Samoa Joe's return was good. Yes.
As soon as I knew it's like I knew he's gonna be there. I knew he's gonna be there.
I knew it was. I knew. I was thinking, wait, could Braun Strowman come out and be on NXT?
He's never been on NXT before, though, except for house shows. But he's never on.
He was on one NXT house show.
I think at some point, chances are he might go to AEW.
There's rumors of Cena coming back, but he's not going to be Super Cena.
He is. I think he's confirmed, but he just doesn't know when, though.
It
might be when they start having fans back.
He's going to be bringing back a heel gimmick that he likes. I'm guessing Thug Life Cena.
Oh, that would be something.
Or
but it just depends on who he could turn the heel on, though. That's just you got that generation now. Yeah, is it really an idea to have him go heel at some point? I mean, yeah, true. His last match was against the Fiend, and that everybody who has come and
I'm done with the Fiend.
As everybody who has fought the Fiend has changed.
Yeah. I'm done with the Fiend because they kept butchering all the storylines. He had some great storylines. The Alexa Bliss one, I did not care for. That should have never happened.
Yeah.
Because once Alexa Bliss betrayed the Fiend, they ruined his character.
But then again, they already ruined him by letting him lose to Goldberg for the Universal title.
You give the Fiend the title going into Mania, and you take it off of him and give it to Goldberg. That shows
he could have had a lengthy title run, and then obviously Roman pulled out because of the whole COVID thing, and he doesn't want to freaking because he's already been compromised because of the the leukemia.
Yeah, and then Roman's our Universal Champion, which I love his heel run. But do you think we should have gotten that a long while ago?
If they had listened to them and had him turn the heel back in say 2015, it would have worked then, and it would have actually elevated the company to a higher level. I think
that's why Vince McMahon
and then essentially at that point turn Seth Rollins babyface because you realize at WrestleMania he got a gigantic pop winning the title and everybody was cheering and all that stuff.
Yeah, but then again, having Vince does not know the product nowadays because some of the storylines going into Hell in a Cell,
him versus Ray, I'm thinking to myself, when has Roman had a legitimate challenger? Not counting Mania. Not counting Mania. A legitimate, a person who could legitimately take the title away from him.
I'm going to say Seth.
And I wouldn't say Seth, but I think there's been a...
How about...
Seth, yes, because Seth, when it matters most, he's undefeated against Roman.
Karrion Kross.
Look down the SmackDown roster, I'm thinking to myself...
Cross? That
would be too... Well... Yeah, it would be too soon.
No.
I know he might end up losing the title at
You know,
some
it'd
point
be
during
funny.
SummerSlam time.
You know, it'd be
But
funny.
that would be.
Roman wins
I
SummerSlam.
think that would be ideal for him to lose the title at
Next thing
a
you know,
takeover for SummerSlam or something like that.
Roman wins SummerSlam. Next thing you know, you hear the Strowman Express music goes off, and Strowman's back.
Still, if he comes back on SmackDown, oh wait, he probably might have. Maybe they might renegotiate a deal with him. I think he was him, the Fiend. Dude, they're the only two that comes to mind that are legitimate threats.
Cena.
They could make Cena.
The Rock.
Yeah, Cena maybe.
Because I've read rumors that they're pushing for next WrestleMania 38 to be The Rock versus Roman for the title. I'm like, oh god, that's just gonna be a hash of Rock and Cena all over again.
I'm just hoping that they're going to do what I saw someone do a booking for. A triple threat match between The Rock, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk.
Yeah.
The booking was Punk wins the Rumble. He wants to be in the main event of WrestleMania. He wants it to be a triple threat and stuff like that. And Roman gives it to him, I think, at some point.
And all these fans say, oh, Punk's going to AEW. No, he never said that.
Yeah.
I love AEW.
I just think to myself,
I like AEW.
Please do that. Please do that. I want to see that match happen. I want to see Rock versus Roman versus Punk. That would just be.
But then again, typical WWE, they're going to give us probably Punk and Seth Rollins and give us, the typical bullshit. Hey, look at that.
That was an actual match that happened during the fantasy booking. Punk ended up winning and beating him.
Yeah.
I don't know if he would be facing the Messiah character. Because I think when Seth tweeted that, he might have just been, Monday Night Rollins at that time.
Yeah.
I don't know if Seth Rollins, maybe at that point he might have abandoned the whole Monday Night Messiah, the whole Embrace the Vision Seth Rollins. He might have ditched it at that
I
point.
think Seth's going back to his roots and going back to what works.
Yeah, go back to what.
And he's going back to being Seth frickin' Rollins, which that's honestly my favorite gimmick of his.
Yeah.
I felt that
that could work. It works.
WrestleMania 32.
It would be. I wouldn't say. Wait, isn't KO on? Yeah, KO would be like the Stone Cold. Roman Reigns would be the heel of Raw. What would Seth Rollins be? He might be the Triple H.
Yeah.
You need a Taker type of guy on there. Get the Fiend. Get Bray Wyatt back.
Imagine if they decided to junk the Fiend theme and went back with the Cult theme for Bray. It'd be like, it would be interesting.
Cult leader. Oh yeah, Eater of Worlds, Bray.
Yeah, the one with the Hawaiian shirt or whatever, and yeah, that's my favorite gimmick of it.
Oh, that would be something. Wearing the fedora and all that stuff. Oh, that would be awesome right there.
So, okay, I have a good question for chat. I don't know if anybody's in chat that wants to answer.
Got 2 people up in chat.
Yep. What would be your
before you say that? Who is in the chat with us right now? Say something so we know that you're here. I'm curious to know who is in the chat.
Oh, we got 1 like.
Oh, cool. Nice. And we're down to 1 viewer.
It's okay. What was I going to say? Brain fart.
We're going to interact with chat, I guess. But
oh, yeah. Name a band and a concert venue and give me let me re-say this. My autism's acting up, guys. I'm sorry. Let me rephrase it over. Give me a venue and 5 bands and then 1 big headliner to end it off.
Okay, venue. AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas. The 5 bands. Okay, I'm gonna start off with the headliner, Metallica. No way.
Which
Not
version of
Not
Metallica?
Metallica. Like, yeah, Metallica.
Which version of Metallica?
I don't care what version. Give me modern version. I like the modern. I like the current lineup. The first of the 5. Tool. The second one of the 5 would be trying to think of look over all my CDs and see who I can think of at the moment. But let's see. Soilwork. There's 2. Number 3 of 5. Actually, yeah, Soilwork would be the third one. Second one can be, well, actually, the first of the 5 would be Dream Theater, then it's Tool, and then it's Soilwork. What would be number 4? Shoot. No. Shoot. Liquid Tension Experiment.
There you go.
And then the final one, and since I reviewed them earlier, Hideous Divinity to open up the show.
We're gonna go live, Madison Square Garden. The year is 1999. Headliner, Black Sabbath Reunion Tour. The bands that are supporting the tour, AC/DC. Let's just say theoretically AC/DC made a new album even though they didn't in 99.
You're 2 years off. They would make one in 2001.
Not AC/DC. No.
They would still, I think they would still be touring for Ball Breaker.
Yeah. Let's take out AC/DC. Let's put in Rush.
Did they?
They toured in the 90s, I think.
Yeah. A few years. I think they might have them. This might have been when they would take a break after Echoes.
Yeah.
I think after touring they took a break from Echoes, so they are not. I don't think they're available. They don't become available to go touring again until they do Paper Trails in 2002.
Okay, that won't work. Okay, well then you have Blaze's Maiden in it. Oh god, that just does not roll.
No, actually, Iron Maiden would have Bruce
back.
Smith back by then.
Okay, so we're gonna go Reunion Maiden then, as
that's the headliner.
No, Sabbath Reunion is the headliner.
Sabbath and Iron Maiden reunion. Okay, yeah, that would work then.
So
they could co-headline. They could co-headline.
They're co-headliners. So the 5 bands that are going to be playing for them is a young band called Slipknot.
Just released, self-titled.
And then another young thrash band, Overkill.
Yeah, they're not quite young. They're still they're veterans, but still.
You have Fear Factory.
I'm getting their newest album when it comes out.
You have out of nowhere. Let's just say Merciful Fate shows up out of nowhere.
I think they did release an album that year.
Yeah.
That night? Yeah, it was 9. I think it was 9. So there you go.
And then the last band is Dream Theater.
Who?
Dream Theater.
I don't even have to say it. All I have to do is pull out this masterpiece.
Yes. And now we're going to talk set lists for the band. See, same bands. Or for the headliners. Don't have to be 4 bands. But for the headliners. I'll let you go first.
Oh, for Metallica?
Yeah. What would you?
What I did? Okay, Metallica. I think I was doing. Let's see if this was this year or something. Let's say it's 2020. Yeah, 2021. They would be playing Black Album in its entirety, and then play some other stuff.
Okay.
What was I saying? Dream Theater. This would have been when they wasn't 2000. This would have been 2021. There was nothing that came out in any years. Actually, No albums from years that end with one. Actually, no. That ain't gonna work.
So,
I was thinking dramatic turn of events, but I don't think that would work. That's only 10 years. Let me try and think of another. Was there anything in 2006? No. Was there anything in 2001? We were off by a year. Ooh, that could actually be a cool set. Them playing 6 Degrees in its entirety.
Didn't around those years they also did the concept albums for Maiden and their own versions of covers?
Oh yeah, they did the. No, it might have been later where they did the whole. I think
they did Dark Side of the Moon
and Master of Puppets.
They also did Dark Side of the Moon.
I think in this case they could pull off doing 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence, because that's a pretty lengthy set. That's about a 92-minute album.
Yeah. So here's the Sabbath set.
Tool. Oh, Tool. Easy. Play Lateralis in its entirety.
Okay.
There you go. Here's
Black Sabbath and Iron Maiden's Co. So we're gonna go with Black Sabbath's live set list. They say they're gonna play 16 tracks. So we're gonna start off with the Epic War Picks. Then we're gonna go into Killing Yourself to Live. Then we're gonna go over to Hole in the Sky. Then we're gonna go into Snowblind. We're gonna do Changes. Yes, we're gonna do it early in the set, just to get out of the way. Then from Changes, we're going to play Supernaut. After Supernaut, the band takes a little break. They come back, and we do Sabracadabra.
One of the members does a solo.
Yeah. We're going to do Sabracadabra, which is going to spin off into The Jam, which The Jam has Sometimes I'm Happy on it. Then Bill Ward's going to do a small drum solo. Then we're gonna go back and end Sabracadabra. We're gonna go into the Void. Then we're gonna play Psycho Man. Their new song they released they recorded for the reunion tour. They recorded.
Oh yeah, where they did 3 songs on there or something.
Psycho Man. Then they're gonna play Paranoid early in the set just to get out of the way. Then they're going to do a few more tracks, and then to end off with an encore of 2 more tracks. So
one of them has to probably be Iron Man.
Maybe. So
come on, it's Iron Man.
We're going to do.
It's Iron Man.
We're going to do Hand of Doom. Then we're going to play Wheels of Confusion live.
To close it out.
At the end. Yes. I'm pulling that out.
Iron Man.
Then they're going to go into Iron Man. Then the encore starts. Encore starts with Iron Man, Children of the Grave, Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, and then they ended off with Never Say Die.
No, just close it at Iron Man. How bad is it?
The look on your face.
Okay, like I said with Metallica. They would be playing the Black Album in its entirety, so that's already 12 songs.
Yeah.
A four-song encore would feature, I guess some staples. I think the closers would be, the final 2 would be Hit the Lights followed by Seek and Destroy.
Nice.
And then the other 2, I would think, Puppets before those 2, and then I think the one to start the encore would be. What would it be? Battery.
Okay.
There you go, Battery. There you go.
I thought you were going to say For Whom the Bell Tolls for a minute.
Actually? Not Battery. Maybe, The Call of Cthulhu.
Nice instrumental.
Going into Master of Puppets. Or actually, I could put them all, I'll put Call of Cthulhu, and then Master of Puppets, and then Hit the Lights, and then Seek and Destroy closes out.
Okay.
There you go.
Now the co-headliner is Iron Maiden for the reunion with Bruce.
Wicker Man opens because I remember seeing them playing opening with Wicker Man at the time. Oh, Wicker Man opens up.
Okay, we're gonna open
I
up.
need to show you. Freaking, they had just released. I'm pretty sure. No, this came out in 2000. Usually, when they were doing this touring for this album right here, which I just saw, it came out 2000.
Yeah.
They were opening up with where is it?
Wicker Man? Yeah.
Yeah, Wicker Man. They were playing Wicker Man.
Okay,
so basically they debut a new song at the beginning.
My set list. Well, for me, this version of the reunion tour, they do a little bit longer. They do 22 songs. We're gonna open with Churchill's intro, Aces High. Then we're gonna play Wicker Man. Then from Wicker Man, we're gonna go into Future Real.
For Virtual 11?
Yes.
I would think the only song Bruce could probably play is Sign of the Cross.
No, he's saying Future Real on live bootlegs.
Oh.
Yeah, it sounded really good. So Future Real. From Future Real, we go into Trooper. Then from Trooper, we go into so all the other albums don't exist at this point right now, so I gotta think backwards. So we're gonna go off the beaten path. We're gonna go to No Prayer for the Dying album, Tail Gunner starts playing. Then we do Moonchild. Then we play 22 Acacia. Then after Acacia, we go into a good chunky set list with Where Eagles Dare, followed by Revelations, followed by Die With Your Boots On. Then the band takes a break. They come back out. They do Sign of the Cross. Then after that, Number of the Beast starts playing. Number of the Beast and
So I think how many songs in are you already?
I lost count. So we had Aces High, Future Real. I forget now.
So long as I think your closers, usually some songs close near the end of the set list. I think when it comes down to it, usually Iron Maiden, the song, and Run to the Hills are usually near the end of the set list.
So, okay, after that three chunk, after Revolutions, we're gonna go Flight of Icarus. Then the band's gonna do the epic Seventh Son of a Seventh Son song. Band takes a break. Another epic song, Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. Then encore is gonna be 4 songs, not just Iron Maiden and them. So we go Iron Maiden. Then we go back onto the Number of the Beast album and do Gangland. Then we go to X Factor. They do Fortunes of War. And then they end it off with
Run to the Hills. Yeah, obviously, because that's
what do you think of that?
The closer.
And let's just say, halfway through the set, Nico switches out, and Clive comes in to do a few songs on Gangland.
Oh, that would be something.
Clive does 2 songs. He does Number of the Beast
Gangland and Run to the Hills.
No. He does 3 songs. They bring out a second drum set for Run to the Hills, and they do Nico and Clive together for Run to the Hills. But Clive does Number of the Beast and Gangland. as a little
I
fucking
think
creep
was,
of the
was he
pit.
alive back then? Yeah, he was. Oh, that would be something to have seen. I'm trying to think of where was I at? Okay, Tool. Tool, I think was what is it? I'm trying to see. Tool. They're going to do Lateralis in its entirety, which would have been in this case the Grudge, and then it's the lead up into the Patient, and then it's that lead up into Schism, and then it's
This is a
Parabola, and then what would have been next? Ticks and Leeches, Lateralis, and then it's those trilogy songs, which would have been Disposition, Reflection, and Triad, and then it's that FAP song, and then they would close it out, I think, with a 3-song encore or 2-song encore or something like that. They would play, I think closing it out was Stinkfist is the closer, and then I think the song before it would be 46, no, not 46 and 2. Maybe they might play a song from the new album. They might just consolidate. What song would they play from the new album? They'd have to at least play one. I'm trying to think of what could work. What were they playing? What would they have played live? Actually, I think they would play, 46 and 2, or one of the songs from the new album, Fear Inoculum, and then to close out, it would be Stinkfist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm trying to think of what were the other 2 bands I had on there. I said Hideous Divinity was one of them. And then what was the other one? Oh, Soilwork. Soilwork would just, I don't know what I could play, what they would play, but Hideous Divinity would play some stuff from the new EP, LV426, maybe Chest Burst or something. I can't remember. I'm just going with the 3 that I've done.
Hey, it's so
how many songs was on 6 Degrees? It's total 6, but I believe there was 8 movements in 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence. So that would have made it 13. And then I think encore, 1 song. Pull Me Under.
Okay. Oh boy, that's an interesting one. Interesting question, Popperman. Who is the most metal out of all the Harry Potter characters? Who's the most metalhead out of all the Harry Potter characters in the movies? Who looks the most metal?
I would say Snape.
I'm gonna say Hagrid.
I mean, I look at Snape and I just think to myself, God damn, he looks like he could be so metal. Maybe into the more depressive style.
When I look at Snape,
depressive style of
metal. When I look at Snape, I look at this is what Marilyn Manson should have been. Oh God, that's a bad joke. Oh God, that hurts my brain saying that. Marilyn Manson's terrible. Granted, he was big, but still. Does anyone listen to his music?
I've listened to his stuff from time to time.
Yeah. You know who'd be a cool person to see? Alice Cooper.
Meet him in real life. He is. He helps out the community. I've seen it.
I still say my favorite song from Alice Cooper is still gotta be "School's Out." I just love that song. Also, "No More Mr. Nice Guy," and
Yeah.
And for talking Motorhead, I love the song "Jailbait." Yeah, Jailbait.
Yeah.
Jailbait. You also got "Eat the Rich." Another weird. Motorhead's had some good albums. I don't think they've ever had a bad album. Yeah.
Oh boy, just getting some. I wish we could have had some other people come in here or something like that.
Y'all people are crazy. You're not coming in here. Where are all the metalheads at?
I'm glad you showed. I'm really glad you came.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get a big fishing net. Maybe I can reel Ben in here. No.
It's all good. It's all good, dude.
Yeah.
It's all good.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. If you had to meet one musician in person, who would you meet? I would meet Ozzy.
James Hetfield.
James Hetfield, okay. I would meet Lars just so I can tell him that Napster's still around. Oh god, I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this stream is being. I only wanted this to be hopefully 30 minutes to an hour. So it's been an hour. You had a little bit more talking at least to fill up the time. So
anyway, guys, I'm gonna get going because I have stuff I have to do. So subscribe to
his. You see his name in the chat. Subscribe to him. He's an awesome dude.
Subscribe to this maniac here. Rock and roll, guys.
All right, peace out, dude. All righty. I guess with that, I think to all of those, thank you, Mike, for joining us, and to anybody, whoever did kind of watch and stuff like that, thank you. Obviously, this will continue. Hopefully next time, I'll have a full length where I might go a little bit lengthier than say usual. But some of these songs I didn't really want to talk much. I wanted this to be the pilot episode and have it not be too long. But yeah, thank y'all for coming to this live stream. I don't know when the next one will be, but hopefully soon. I will think of some albums to listen to. So, y'all, if you like this video, click the like button. Or if you didn't, click the dislike button. Whatever floats your boat. Comment below what your thoughts are on the albums I talked about earlier in the show. And if you're new to the channel, click subscribe. We got some cool content coming for you. Video game based videos are going to be coming soon. More, I guess, rankings and retrospectives. Hopefully soon. We got some in the works. I'm trying to think of one to do, but yeah. So just obviously, like I said, subscribe. We got stuff coming at least. So thank y'all for watching this live stream. This has been the pilot episode for New Albums Wednesday. I will see y'all later. And as always, keep things metal.